Bro, I be leaving my ring so much at home, it's ridiculous. No, cause it just gotta get some used to it. I don't know if, cause I don't wear jewelry, like I only wear watches. So I ain't never had no chain on, no rings, no none of that. So I don't sleep with it. I don't do none of that. I don't take a shower with it. I always take it off, and it just be sitting on the sink or on the nightstand. I forget it a lot of times. I've been forgetting it.
Facing
Yeah.
Does. Well, I mean, because if you're not used to nothing being on your hand, but then after it's on your hand for a while, you forget it's on there.
It's on there, yeah.
But then when it ain't on there, you be like, just like when you leave your watch, you feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
And then you be like, oh, I ain't got my ring on.
Yeah.
So
I gotta get like two more though. I want to get a gold one and a platinum one though.
yeah, I want to go one, but it wasn't.
I'm gonna keep this black one, get the gold one, and then get a platinum one too. So it'll like go with my watches or whatever type of watch I have on. So with those three, I can go with any kind of watch. You know, you can match any type of watch up with that.
You gonna sit black, silver, and gold?
No, black. Yeah.
Black, silver, and gold. You gonna do it?
What you mean?
You gonna get them, or you gonna have?
I'm gonna get them because I want. She bought this one, so I'll get the rest.
And can y'all hear us in the cloud? Whoever in the cloud. Okay, Will Hill.
Will, what's going on, man?
Or simply just Will.
What, she should buy the rest of them, dude? Is that what you saying?
I mean, when you first said that, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, she bought that one. Can she? I don't want to get in trouble.
No, you ain't
I mean,
getting in trouble. You said how you think it should go. Who's yelling at you?
I want her to yell at me.
No, it's whatever you think. Like, if you probably want your wife to probably like, hey, I want a couple more rings. Because if you tell me when I got to upgrade your ring, it's going to be on me. It's not going to be on you.
True. Oh, okay. That's a good point.
So it's all up to who. Like I always say, man, your relationship, do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
It ain't no rules to how a relationship should go. It's whatever rules you set.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That's a good connection. Cultivate your roots. What's up?
Cultivated your roots.
What's going on? How you feeling today?
Man, there's $4 movie cinema day.
Damn, I wish it was on the first.
Why so?
Equalizer.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Equalizer. Oh, I still gotta watch the other two.
Yeah.
You like it?
I've seen. Be honest with me, man. Is it like John Wick? Basically, like John Wick?
No, hell no.
Like just walking in rooms and beating people up?
No. John Wick just going out his way just to kill people. No. Denzel is not doing that. Denzel is way smoother than John Wick. I can't believe
it's
you
more
compared
dialogue.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's much more smoothness. Like the stuff he was doing is like, oh, he can probably do that for real. That stuff John Wick was doing, like, this shit is not happening.
No way.
Yeah, it's not happening for real. It's not happening for real. The shit that John...
Like, nigga, what? What are we...
You're not doing that for real.
You ain't hitting no hands.
Yeah, you not, no. The shit Denzel Washington doing an Equalizer, you can do that shit for real.
That nigga John Wick should have been dead 1,000 times. I don't care
Nigga should have been dead in the movie
people
one.
make excuses, right? They make excuses like, no, but that John Wick, he just cold. Yeah, he cold, but he's supposed to have been dead. Dead type
facts,
cold.
Will, you ain't lying. Facts.
Cultivate Your Roots said, hey, all is well. Will said, gotta go see that and facts. Yeah, I was like, okay, is this dude like part demon? Like, why is he not dying?
He should have been dead a long time ago, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, but I still enjoy the series.
Me too, yeah, I'm gonna watch it still.
I enjoy it.
Ooh, I know, we gotta do a lot of catching up because I ain't been here in a minute, we have to discuss that when it goes. But I had a pre-question a long time ago, like a month ago. I think I put in the thing that we forgot about.
Okay. All right.
I think I said, what does it mean when people say you made it, right?
Mm.
And I get this from, we listen to other podcasts, and I was listening to the Breakfast Club. Was it Yo Gotti? Yo Gotti was on there, and he said as he was growing up, he never seen nobody that made it. And when he got the name and stuff, he got the name in materialistic shit like, oh, I ain't never seen nobody come through the hood in a Bugatti. I think that don't verbate me, but I'm thinking this is what he said because it's been a minute since I heard it and I was trying to get everything together. But he was saying that he didn't see nobody come through with fancy things, and I think it was like materialistic things or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I think he was equating that to made it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I was trying to figure out what is made it then. So just because you're a rapper or a famous basketball player, that means you made it? Because I hold mine for last.
Read those.
Cultivate Your Roots said, what do you expect? Denzel is rather smooth. Will said, Denzel moved like an old man, just be murking fools.
That's a fact. Them facts.
Feels more realistic. Yeah, because, I never seen Equalizer.
Okay.
But Equalizer was more martial arts, right? And then
he's a Secret Service dude. He's like a special agent.
Like when they fight though, it's more hand to hand combat, right?
Yeah.
And whereas John Wick is like a lot of gunplay.
Yeah, but they do have they
gunplay in the what you call it one too.
Yeah. Okay. But when people say, I think I'm a little brainwashed on this because
you made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people say we made it when they get their first check from something big.
Nigga, we made it.
Right? Right? My bad.
No, you're fine.
I think when you truly make it, it gets to a point where you are thriving in doing what it is that you're doing. And I think part of thriving, a part of making it is I think a floor level, a base level expectation of making it is being out of debt. Because if a lot of people who make, let's just say, NBA player money or 6 figures plus, a lot of those people are still in that same amount of debt as what they make in a year. A lot of those people still live paycheck to paycheck. So just because they have a whole lot of money, that means a lot of times they still owe a lot of money. Did they make it? I don't think so.
Right, that's a lot of rich people though. They still have a lot of debt because they still have like properties and stuff that they own and all that stuff. Everybody's not buying stuff flat out cash.
Well, I mean, something like property, owning a house, or like if you're a landlord or some sort.
Okay.
That stuff I don't think would be counted against you, so to speak, because that's something that's long term. You know what I mean?
So what type of debt are you talking about?
I'm talking about like credit card debt. I'm talking
okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Will said it's just a level of success that's different for everyone. Some people want millions. Some people just want a reliable car.
That's a good one, Will.
That's true. I think so I got a quote that I really like. It's by George Bernard Shaw. He say, I like a state of continual becoming with the goal in the front and not behind. So once you complete it, we made it is we've completed that goal, and now we're going to create another goal and go after that. That's what, to me, we made it. You know what I mean? So just because you made it to that plateau doesn't mean you stop. The game doesn't stop. Sure. You go on to the next level. So you never really make it. Only thing is that's an absolute is death. So, you know what I mean? You're going to make it to that part.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the game. So, I don't know exactly what they mean. You know, maybe they that was their goal in mind, is to make, like Will said, some a certain type of money or have a reliable car or something. Maybe that was their goal. But I think life is about having continual goals throughout life, you know?
Yeah. Good afternoon, Naps and Beauty.
Good afternoon, sis, every day.
Good afternoon, sister.
What you think?
When I heard it, it always when I hear people say that, it's always because of what they have right now. To me, he kind of equated it to him having a whole bunch of cars or him going back to the hood to stunt on people with the car that he just bought or whatever like that. No, it's just how I equated it, what he said. I don't think he said it verbatim. It's just how I thought about what he was saying.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of times it's like you always hear rappers say, I'm the first, like Jeezy say, and I mess with Jeezy hard. He say, I'm the first nigga to go back to my hood in the yellow Lamborghini. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. I don't
It's like you the first one to go back with some type of a lavish car or some type of piece of jewelry. You counted $1 million cash in your house on the front room floor, or you counted $1,000. You counted, no, I ain't gonna say $1 million. You counted 100,000 on your living room floor in cash. That mean you made it because you had 100,000?
Right. Well, he is from like Macon, Georgia, so ain't shit out there.
Yeah, but I'm not just talking about Jeezy no more. I'm going.
I'm just saying, just he from Macon, like it ain't shit out there. So he did something.
Yeah. So, but then it's like you hear a lot of these rappers and a lot of people say, "Oh, I made it. I had 100,000 cash. I put all these pictures on the gram or whatever like that," and then they equate that to made it. When you will be broke the next day, or you won't have none of that money the next week,
or you bought that off of Amazon.
Yes. So to me personally, is made it is when like you became a doctor. You became you got some type of career that you can look forward to, that you can make a lot of money and help your family out and all that stuff. Became a truck driver, became a plumber. You did your own business. To me, things like that, that's when I think you made it.
I think it's just all individual. Like it's subjective for everybody.
That's true. That's 100%. Right.
Like their goal probably was to be a rapper, and being a rapper, and you making money. If you are making money, you can help your family out. So that's probably what their goal was. But I think the goal shouldn't stop.
Yeah, it's another goal that needs to be had.
Right. There's always plenty of goals. Like you just don't have one goal in life.
So it's like I'll just give an example, right? The goal was to become a truck driver. Okay, I accomplished that goal. Now the next goal is figure out everything you can to know about truck driving while we doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. The next goal will be, let's get a couple trucks going. Mm-hmm. Next goal will be, it ain't just me out here that need jobs and need some job security. Let's put other people on.
Yeah.
Let's get my friends, like we all friends right here, but we still also have another group of friends that's not these friends. Mm-hmm. So we put each other on, then you take your group of 10 friends, your other group of 5 friends that you cool with and that all that, now you put them on. One of them take another group of their little group 5 friends because they got another group, they put them on. Now it's trickling down. Because you help one person out, they help another 5 out. So that's to me, that's making it right there. Because we're, not only that we're helping each other out to get to our goal, we're helping our friends, and it's steady trickling down, even family members. Get a family-owned business. You got nieces and nephews running around here. You know they ain't gonna want to go to school. So you got little badass, oily-ass little kids running around here. Go send their ass to mechanic school. Learn how to fix these diesel trucks that I'm gonna be making. Now you got a shop, a diesel shop on top of you driving trucks. That your little nephew, that you done put your little nephew through school, now he got that too. Now that's family stuff. That's still trickling down.
That's what they call building.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it just takes, the ball just got to keep rolling.
Yeah, the goal is to build.
Yeah.
That's to me. So you never really make it.
Yeah.
I don't think a person, you can get content. That's fine, I guess. If that's your goal, then maybe you made it to that, just to be content and to be able to just live throughout life without any worries. But I think in order to be progressive, you always got to have a goal.
Yeah, because that's what happens to like a lot of older cats. Like they be so busy working all their lives, and then people talk about retirement. 2-3 months later, you be like, oh, he passed away. Yeah. Why? Because he ain't got nothing to do. He was always working towards something, so he didn't have time to be sick. He didn't have time to do this. He had time because he's always working towards something. It's when you sit down and you start to unwind and stuff. That's when shit start happening. Like, we work all the time. So I don't know if you like me, but as long as I'm moving, I'm cool. But now if I go home and I sit in my chair, it's a wrap. I'm gonna be sleeping like 5 minutes.
And then even think about not just the older people, look at the younger people, the people in high school and so forth. If they don't have anything to do in front of them, I'm talking about outside of school, even though that should be a goal and a priority. They don't have anything outside of school, any recreational time, maybe a job or something, then they lose sight and they lose focus. Yeah. So that's something also that we got to, think about as far as just goals for the younger people too. Yeah, but that's up to your mother and your father to be putting that, or somebody you're like, I understand we try to help everybody, but the main goal of that right there, we can try to help, but I think that's a goal of the parents. You should always keep your kid busy. Like mine right now, I forgot, me and my wife was talking about how
Say that again, Wall. Say that again. Say it again.
You want me to start on you? Or you want to go ahead and keep going?
No.
Okay, then.
That's
Let's
what.
keep going.
I got you, Mrs. Bone. I got you.
No, we were talking about how my son is in high school now, and his freshman year he was kind of busy, but he wasn't what he was now. Ever since the summer, he's been nonstop moving. Like he up at like 6 in the morning on his way to school for pre-morning workouts or pre-study or whatever like that. He don't get out from school, and when he get there like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, he don't get out till 6, 7 o'clock at night. So by the time he come back home, it's time for the shower, eat, and get back in the bed and do it all over again. Only day he kind of had a rest, because he had Friday games on Friday, then he had to go to practice on Saturday too. So only day he kind of have to do something is Sunday. Mm-hmm. He just want to relax. Then he don't really want to do nothing because he's been working out, like kind of doing stuff all week. So I likes that type of aspect. You should be putting your kids in much curriculum activities that you could. Yeah. Much as your money allow you to do it, do it. Mm-hmm. It don't matter if they don't like it or they'll learn to like it or it'll keep them busy. But that's your job as a parent to keep your child busy. Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when you don't keep your kids busy?
What?
They go downtown and ransack stores. Like. I was just making a reference to something we talked about before.
Yeah. Oh, before? Oh,
because they didn't have they were bored. They didn't have anything to. I would imagine that they didn't have anything to go back to that would be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this because this will jeopardize me being able to do this.
But I'll give you that, and I will say another thing too. Mamas and daddies not beating their kids' ass like they shouldn't either. And motherfuckers not like, cause like that to me is a product of you trying to be your kid's friend. It's not I'm your friend. It's I'm your friend, but I'm your fucking father and I'm your mother first. That's point blank. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck all that buddy shit. I am your parent first. And if you're your kid's parent first and that friend and all that shit comes second, because a lot of parents now want to be their motherfucking kid friend first, being parent second. No, it can't go like that. I'm your parent first. That's my priority. My priority is to get you to be a functioning adult and not fucking up my name on the side of you fucking up yours too.
I take it so far. I'm your parent. That's it. Like I don't even friend.
I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you on that. But I'm saying though is that because that's what my mom used to tell me.
Kick it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm still a parent. I'm looking out, but we ain't a friend.
But that's what my mom used to always tell me. I'm not your fucking friend.
I'm not one of your little friends.
Thank you. That's the saying right there. I'm not one of your fucking friends.
Nelson Beauty said their attention span has decreased significantly as well.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Sister every day.
That's phones, video games.
Yeah. That's really the phone. I would say it's really the phone.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, not just them, not teenagers. That's adults. Like you talk to grown.
Yeah, that is.
You can have a conversation with them and they looking around and
not looking you in your eyes, not paying attention to what you're saying.
I just saw that should be irritating me. Like, damn,
just don't talk to them motherfuckers.
Like, do you not want to talk to me?
So I specifically stay clear of certain conversations because I know, like,
You don't care about that shit.
Personally, I don't care.
You don't care about that shit.
So since I don't care about it, I'm not finna have a conversation about some dumb shit.
Hey, lucky you said that, right? We finna get started in a minute, but I'm gonna tell us a quick story before I get started. We went to go see Miss Pat last night in Milwaukee, and my wife was like, "You want to take a picture?" I'm like, no. She was like, "Why not?" I'm like, you know, I don't know. I speak to, like, bro, I'm not one of them people who get all up in arms because you see somebody kind of famous. I don't give two fucks about them. I'm gonna continue to do what I was doing. Thanks. Matter of fact, y'all can go over there and take them pictures. Now these lines can open up, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm one of them. I don't give two shits about no celebrity, about nobody famous. Go take them. I don't want no picture with none of them. I can speak to them like they regular people, yeah, because I'm polite as all. I have a conversation if we have a conversation, but I don't need to blow up your spot and tell everybody you here. I don't want to take no picture or nothing like that. I'm cool on that. What the fuck I'm going to do with the picture? Put it on Instagram?
Bragging rights.
I'm not, no.
I get you though.
I ain't never doing
like that too.
I don't give no fuck about no picture with no celebrity.
That nigga ain't thirsty to take a picture with me.
That's what you niggas need to be thirsty. Hey, boy, we KNoWKi podcast.
I'm me, nigga. I'm Jay every day. Like, what's wrong with this nigga?
Know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You want to take a picture with me?
Everybody know Michael Jordan like my favorite. I don't give no fuck about that nigga outside of, you know what I'm
basketball.
saying? I don't care.
You should be wanting to take a picture with us. We part of KNoWKi podcast. That's what you need to be trying to do.
speaking of, welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spacey.
Hey, this your boy Maul, man.
I'm Jay every day.
Man, Maul,
What's going on, man?
will you do me a favor really quick?
Sir,
Make a fist with your left hand.
make a fist.
Fist with your left hand.
This over here.
That's your right hand. Your
sure?
left hand.
This hand.
Do you see that? Do you see this? Do you see this?
Hey, boy, in the last 2 months, boy, we done boosted up the motherfucking black marriage rate. Boy, we done been to 3 motherfucking, thought it been to damn near 2-3 weddings in the last 2 months. And y'all talking about black people don't get married, we don't stick together, we don't make black families. You got like fucked up. All the way. We out here making black families. And we gonna stay together. What is you talking about? I'm trying to get like Jay every day. Be around this bitch for 20 years already. Married.
I'm gonna tell you, man. It's one thing is social media, and then it's real life.
That's a fact. That is 100% facts right there. That's 100% facts.
If you base your life off what social media is talking about, YouTube is talking about, and then you look at everybody else around you, like, do black men and black women have problems and social issues that need to be corrected?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
For black
Everybody
men
does, yeah.
and black women, for the most part, they're in the same vicinity as one another. They hang out with each other. It's not a lot of, I mean, it is bigger and back and forth, but I mean, just all in all, I think black men and black women, we have a good rapport with each other.
That's a
I mean,
fact.
when it comes down to it, when there's no drugs involved and nobody's drinking,
Yeah.
because drinking and shit, that really fucks up the game.
Really
You know, when you
does.
start doing a lot of drinking and drugs and stuff, then that becomes a bickering back and forth.
Yep.
But I'm talking about just in general, you know, outside of what you see on social media, I think, you know, we have a good rapport, and you have a lot of black people getting married.
Yep.
I still got one more wedding to go to.
That's a fact.
So,
Yeah.
you know, and it's been a little minute since I've been to a wedding. I
Yeah.
think maybe 2021 or something. So it's good to see.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know, and I don't know if they told y'all, but these two are my groomsmen right here, man. These two looked at real good in suits, too. I can't wait to show some pictures. Looked at real good in suits. I ain't never seen that many black men in suits that ain't going to a motherfucking funeral in my life. They looked good as hell, too. And on top of that, say this right now, this disclaimer. I do not dislike white people. I just don't really have that many of them, and if I had them, I would invite them to my friend my wedding. But my wedding was so goddamn black. I think we met our one quota with the Asian dude. Any Asians in the house?
Yeah, black as hell.
Yeah, my wedding was black as hell. I'm talking about dog. Dog. I'm talking about dog. I'm talking about motherfucking Haitian dog, Jamaican dog, black dog, out west dog. My wedding was really black, man.
Jackson
really
and
beautiful.
Pulaski, dog.
Damn. Yeah, it was that too. But my wedding was fire, boy. My wedding going down in the rafters, boy. My wedding in the rafters right now, for real. My shit was on fire though.
Yeah,
My shit was lit.
litty too.
My shit was on fire. I had the best time I had in a long time.
I was drunk.
Boy, look here. I know y'all waiting on me to get on here and tell all these stories.
I was fucked up.
Hey, and guess what they tried to do though? The niggas tried to call me and tell me, hey, them Negroes drunk a lot of liquor. They wanted me to pay a little more money. They wanted me to come out of my pocket because we drunk them out of a lot of liquor.
Oh, the venue did?
Yeah, they wanted some more liquor. They wanted some more money for the liquor we drunk.
Fuck out of here.
I'm just bullshitting.
I'm
But
about
they
to
did,
say.
drink a lot of liquor though. They had to close the bar down the first time they were drinking so much liquor.
Hey,
Yeah.
drinking so much liquor. We
Hey,
was
what-
going next door to drink
hey.
they shit too.
Hey, but Jay, every day, you want this? Oh, I'll take that.
Hell yeah. I had so many. What I think I was drinking Manhattans all night. I had about 15 of them.
Hey,
They was free. I mean,
boy, I told
but I
you.
tipped though. I'm one of them people like even though I
Every
had
time?
something,
Yeah.
not every time, but when I was done, like my last hit, I put $20 in there.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. You know,
Hey, boy, I had a
get
couple
it right.
lemon. I don't drink that much, but I had a couple of them. But I ain't need to. I had a natural high, baby. I was naturally like that, boy. It was on. Yeah, that shit was fun though.
Hey, Will say that's a different kind of dark, West Side dark. Oh yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, my wedding was black as hell though.
No, we talked about it. Yeah, we didn't say that we were groomsmen.
Yeah.
But we got pictures. We put some pictures in the video last week.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I have another one.
Who? Boy, you got me fucked up, boy. It's the first and the only time I'm getting married. Whatever we didn't do then, if it fucked up, if it, man, look, we went with the flow. Because I told, what I say, welcome to death row. I signed my motherfucking wife to death row.
You literally did. You literally did.
It's a wrap now, baby. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Now, only reason we'll go somewhere, we have a real big issue that we both cannot solve. Or it fucked us up. But other than that, it's a wrap, B. I'm not doing that no more. I don't see how people, to me, it was so much magic in the air. Like, people, like, my wedding was real joyful, and it was real, like, people was crying happy tears. It was like a lot of tears going. Like, my son started crying. My brother started crying. Damn, that made me start crying. My wife was crying. Her mother was crying. Everybody was running. How can you redo that and have 2 and 3 weddings? How can you do that again?
Basically, you was crying a little bit too, man.
I started to a little bit, like when I saw,
cry, baby.
Oh,
I was about to use one of my cries.
Hey, you know, I still, I ain't used one yet, but I still got 4 or 5 months. I can't be using no cries.
Still got.
Cause you know, once it get cold outside, you know, shit start to happen. So you gotta keep that.
But another person that cried too.
I saw your son he started crying. I was like, oh, I was gonna hold it together, but
no, I turned around because somebody said something. I turned around and seen him, and I seen him crying. I seen when Jerry Day cried, I'm like, he cool. He back there with Jerry. He back there with family, so he cool no matter what. It's a bunch of grown. I mess with grown men, so a lot of grown men. I was up there. I had to take care of this, but the other grown men at my grooming party had my son. And when I seen Jerry Day wrap his arm around my son, I'm like, I'm cool. Because when I turned around and seen him, I almost started crying. So I turned around and looked forward, I wouldn't cry.
If you would have started, that was it. Like, I wouldn't.
My brother damn near cried, made me cry.
Looked at y'all niggas like, I would have whipped out the phone. These niggas is crying.
And guess what? Motherfucker with the kids so fucking wet. Let that nigga go, let him go. Hey, look, you see me. It don't matter.
That's the beauty say, it's okay, grown men cry. Yes, that's true. I don't know if
but you can't be crying. Yeah, but you can't be around crying all the time.
Niggas is out here crying.
You can't be crying all the time.
You know, I don't know. You get 2 cries a year.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You know what I mean? There's circumstances where I think you can be extended an extra cry. But I don't think niggas should just be out here crying either.
That's the thing. You can't just be around here crying every time something happens.
A nigga crying need to have some solutions.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? You cry, I bet let's
now,
get to the solution.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you know, you bang your knee or something, or you might want to. And I'm talking about public cries. You know what I'm saying? Cries where it's in front of somebody. You can cry as much as you want to in the car. Yeah. You know what I mean? By yourself. Hey. But you can't be letting people see you cry because then you look type of soft. You know what I mean?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I think that's when a lot of men get their shit out, especially when you coming home from work and it's just been a long day and it's been a day that you've been thinking about so many things. Mm-hmm. I think that's when you get a lot of your shit out. To me, I think every grown man, I ain't gonna say all, but majority, their therapy sessions be in their car on the way home from work.
Doing that tray, that tray from Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Swinging in the air. You know what I mean? He was trying to sniff on that.
Did you say? I was gonna say, did you see that?
He thought he was getting a free whiff. That knee alone.
Yeah.
Pause.
That knee alone.
I wanted to ask you. So when it came to, first of all, what you picked out for us was
the suits.
Yeah, the suits.
Oh man, them was super fly, man. That was.
I got one on the way, free one. Thank y'all for paying for y'all suits because I got a free one on the way.
Hey man. Hey, I wish. Hey, how much, man? I felt like
you want to buy that shit. You want to take that shit?
Maybe for $300-400 more, they could have just gave me my suit. Like, shit was nice.
It was fire. It was fire. How long did it take you to pick that out?
The colors, what we're talking about?
The colors, like the whole process. Like if you put it in hours.
Okay, you know the women do all the shit, and mine was asking me questions about what color. So I was like, I know at least I want navy.
Okay.
I don't care what else we do. I want one of our colors to be navy or some type of blue because that's my favorite color. So she was like, okay, we can go with burnt orange. We can go with tan. She just named a couple colors, and then she was like, we can go with pink. But then, you know, us Negroes, we got to be fancy. So she didn't call it pink. She called it fuchsia. It's just another word for pink. So she did that. Then she, you know, as you getting married, you start putting your name and you start looking at stuff, and people start contacting you about, you know, they want to do stuff for your wedding and all this stuff. So she went to this wedding like convention at like Drury Lanes. It's like a wedding convention that they have every year. So she went, she entered her name into the contest. That's how we got the suit rentals for so cheap. Because the suit rentals should have been a little bit more than that. We only paid like $250.
Yeah.
Suit rentals don't normally like $300-400.
Wow. Okay.
So
maybe they went up.
So she got them. They say, okay, you bring us 6 people. The groomsman will get his suit rental free, and we will give him a free suit. If I at least have 6 groomsmen, of at least 6 people come and get a suit for my wedding, from them, the rent, I will get my stuff for free.
Wow.
So me and Damo went. It was supposed to be I was asking who wanted to go, but Damo and my other guy, Daniel, had raised their hand, and then I was like, man, because Josh wanted to go too. Josh wanted to be a part of it too. So I just, rearranged it. So you give them with solutions. Josh, you helped me pick out my cologne and my shoes. My other 2 helped me go pick out my suits. So after I did that, we went up there to suits. When I walked through the door, I seen the suits. I'm like, oh, I want one of these right here. And then I wanted to be, he was like, okay, if you do this will look good with this French blue, because I think it was like a French blue that we picked out almost.
But then that fuchsia, boy, I like me some fuchsia.
that fuchsia tie and the fuchsia handkerchiefs, it really made it pop with that color suit that we had on. So it didn't really take me no time until I got in there. It took me less than, when we got our colors, when we finally picked our colors, and I got in there, I saw the suits and it was a wrap from there.
That's crazy that the what is it? You said a wedding convention?
Yeah, it's a wedding convention where they show wedding dresses, wedding cakes, everything that got to do with wedding. They show it at this place, and they just take your email address and your phone number, and you enter the. My wife just so happened to won the contest. Don't worry, I'm gonna be actually when you going to do it. Yeah, you getting older too. Yeah, you the only one in the group. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting on motherfuckers' ass, and now like Jay every day used to do. When you niggas getting married?
You doing a destination?
Oh, we going? We landing on the beach. Cause like you say, we not wearing no goddamn suits on this hot ass beach, bro. We wearing linens.
Yeah, feet out in the sand.
Facts, crusty ass toes.
I don't know, crusty toes. I got one foot. I feel like
I think everybody got. That's what that motherfucking comedian say one day. He say when you get over 30, it's always one of your foot that you always want to take your shoe off.
One of my foots, feces or footses.
Yeah.
So, speaking of random, I was just researching stuff about this. There are some places, like islands, where you can do a destination wedding, but a passport is not required.
Because they're part of the United States, right?
Well, I didn't know why. I just saw the
They're part of the United States. You know, the Virgin Islands and all that shit like that. Some of them is like they part of the United States.
Yeah. So like right here it says the U.S. Virgin Islands is a part of the Lesser Antilles of the Caribbean. The destination comprises 50 islands in total, some of which are mere rocks and islets, whatever. But yeah, the 3 principal islands: St. Croix, St. John, St. Thomas.
Yeah.
So just something, if anybody else is interested in a destination wedding, you don't necessarily have to have a passport.
Destination wedding is like a thing that I would probably do for like my 10-year probably. Like if I redo my vows, yes, or whatever like that. And it's because when you people who, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wanted to say this on the thing. When you do a wedding, do it your way. Don't be listening to nobody like opinions and nothing like that, especially if they're not giving you no money on this wedding or anything like that. Cause a lot of this shit is like overpriced for no reason when you could just like spaces say have a destination wedding. And if I really would have thought about it, I think that's what we would have did. Because people that invest in you and want to go to a destination wedding, them the people that really love you and they have money. Because otherwise you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta help you. No, I'm paying for a wedding. How the hell am I help you with your ticket and your stuff? Yeah. So I would recommend a destination wedding or anything like that. That's 100 right there, like for real. Because the destination wedding and then people not giving you really like, man, it's just a whole bunch. I don't want to really go into that type of thing or anything like that. But it's like, people be talking all that trash and all this shit, begging to come. And then when you beg to come and you beg to get on the guest list, you still don't give a gift. You don't even give a fucking card. Like, the thing about it is, you could have just gave a card and wrote your name in it and said, man, I just don't have it or nothing like that, and whatever. But you don't get bring shit. You come drink all the liquor.
You wrote a card, motherfucker, open it up. Hey, man, I just ain't got it, man. Hit you with the Jordan.
Yeah, it's just a simple fact of like, and it's like, we're old enough to know that you should know wedding etiquette.
Yeah, that's wedding etiquette.
Yeah, it's like give a couple dollars. At least pay. Like my fiance was getting mad because me and my wife was getting mad. Like, at least pay for your plate that you ate. The food was decent too. The food bad?
No, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. No,
the food was decent. So
I thought it was pretty good.
And you got all the liquor you can drink. Y'all drunk the motherfuckers down everything up.
Now that's what it was.
And guess what? Nigga had top shelf. Yeah. Like I ain't had a bullshit. I had the top of the top.
Man, that's where it was right there, boy.
You wasn't drinking no Absolute. You wasn't drinking no vodka with no name on it. And the thing, you were drinking actually Grey Goose and Hennessy and VSOP and all that other shit you was drinking over there.
Sure was.
Motherfucker was drunk as hell at my wedding.
I was fucked up.
And nigga was giving away motherfucking the wine bottles that they have on the table. Like,
the next day, I say, nigga, why did I say I was gonna come to work? Fuck wrong.
You should have took the 2 days off, huh?
Yeah, well, I woke up with the dry mouth.
So somebody just texted me the wedding potatoes were smacking.
Somebody text you that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They said
that was from yesterday.
No,
they
mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. The mashed potatoes were smacking. That chicken had some seasoning on it too. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I didn't go to the wedding tasting, right?
That was another question. Okay, but go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, dude, when people are picking the venue, the reception hall or whatever, do they taste the food?
Yes, they taste it. You taste all that stuff.
Okay.
Like when you finally say, okay, I want this venue, and they can be like, okay, so when you want to taste our food, they'll bring everything that they serve, the steak, the chicken, get you a sample of everything that they serve, and you pick out everything from the soup, the salads. Cause my man Jay every day said, I was like, y'all good down there? I look down there. He said, yeah, but can you get them, like, fuck everything else? Could you get them to bring some more of that salad with that salad dressing? That salad was bacon, dog. So my fiance, me and my wife tasted all the food. I had to work. Cause I gotta pay for that shit that y'all was eating at. Yeah. I had to pay for all that shit. So I had to go to work to pay for that shit. So my wife went with my son and her sister, and they tasted all the food, and they just told me how it was or whatever. Cause they only had tasting on Saturday. And motherfuckers know who up here on this panel, and motherfuckers who really know us, it's when you make a lot of your bread on Saturdays.
Okay, that's okay. That was a question that I had because I didn't know, like, so if let's just say you're checking out different venues, you check out the food at each venue, right? If they have I guess a tasting available. Yeah,
but you only when you start paying on something, that's when you taste their food. Because you want to go with this one, so now you're gonna go taste their food. You're not gonna just go look at every venue and go taste every venue food. No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm like that doesn't.
No, it don't work like that.
It seems like it's something you have to pay for.
When you find a location, you see, okay, they got nice floors, they got nice chairs, tables. It's a nice location. Hotels down the street. You start putting all that together because you got people coming out of town. So you need hotels in the vicinity. You need everything in the vicinity of what you need right there. And I liked it because of the location. Everything was good. And every time we told people we had our wedding at the Carlisle, they were like, Carlisle? Man, y'all paid some bread. Like, Carlisle, that's a serious one.
Yeah, it is. One thing I just thought about, they gave to-go boxes for the food.
And we had so many plates because motherfuckers didn't come.
That's okay. Appreciate y'all because we took extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
But guess what? Motherfucker know who didn't come. Motherfucker will holler at you too. After I holler at you that one time, I'm not talking to you no more after that though. But when I holler at you this one little time, because I'm gonna holler at you because you wasted my money. But after that, it's a done deal. I'm good on
you. Oh, that one left.
They know what I'm talking about. That shit wasn't cheap.
Naps and Beauty said, "Ooh."
Yeah. Naps and Beauty know too. Boy, my wife was mad than a motherfucker because we had like whole tables set up for like different people, and even though we started just telling people to come at the last minute because people calling the day before talking about they wasn't coming when we didn't already pay for the shit, and that's what made us mad the most. Because you could have said it like. If you did it that Sunday before, because I took the final payment that Sunday, then that's when you have, your thing. But, yeah, we're going to holler at you, though.
Will said my invite must have got lost in the mail.
That's my bad, Will. My bad, Will.
I was, yeah, man, because one thing is motherfuckers will tell you right up until the time you finna get married that they going to come through. I'm coming. I swear I'm coming. And then, like, something magically just happened. Oh, man, I don't know. I ran out of gas. Like, nigga, shut the
You
fuck
could have
up.
finished walking.
Fuck out of here.
Or you could have Ubered.
Who said? Who said now you're not invited to the crib? So Dave's been up with you, man. We didn't even finish that part of.
Oh no, man, shit. I've been at weddings. You know what I'm saying? Wedding. The homie Stogie, he got married.
Yep. Congratulations, Stogie.
And his wonderful wife. So yeah, I've been weddings past two weeks.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh yeah, to the guy, the guy Spaces, man.
Spaces, yeah. He's what you about 40, ain't you?
34, man.
34. I knew it was a 4 in there somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, ask him. I got him a couple drinks Friday. Didn't I give you a couple drinks? I told him to go up there to the bartender and whatever they got free, it's on me. Tell him to give it to you.
And I was on vacation last week.
Okay.
I was on
Okay,
vacation
that's what's
last week. This time it was more relaxed.
Okay.
It was more relaxed. I didn't do a whole lot, but when I did do some stuff, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Went to the tavern on the Grange.
Oh, how was it?
It was fantastic.
Tavern on the Grange.
It was fantastic. They had live music there.
The tavern on LaGrange, in LaGrange.
On LaGrange, in LaGrange, yeah. The food portions,
Yeah.
huge.
Okay.
Huge. Like I got what was called it was southern, I forget what it was called, something. But yeah, it was like salmon and shrimp over rice.
Okay.
I forget what the name of it was. But then they had another one that was like a lobster crab pasta. Crazy delicious, bro. Crazy delicious. It was absolutely delicious, and the entertainment was great. The host of the show was great. The way things went was great. Everything was smooth. Nobody got crazy. You know what I mean? I would give it the $3 sign on when it comes to price, between maybe a 3 and 4.
Oh, because it was kind of pricey?
It was a little pricey, but it was the
But you didn't sound like you had a show or something there, right?
It was a show. They had live music.
Live music.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
I
mean, you pay for that.
Yeah, and the portions of the food make up for it anyway. So it literally, like, you order one thing, it could potentially last you 2 days, depending on what it is.
I'm gonna have to check out the tavern. I've been down through there plenty of time.
Yeah, it was great. And Friday on my actual birthday, went to Stogie's wedding. Thoroughly enjoyed myself there. Had a whole lot of fun.
Of course. Don't let the music start playing. Oh my
Lord.
goodness.
Hey, boy.
Oh,
Them
buddy.
loafers get the boy. He all them loafers up, boy. Look,
Yeah.
you tell me he dust them motherfuckers. You know how motherfuckers come to the gym and they finna play basketball and they take their shoe and they do it like this and they get the dust out their
Yeah.
shoe so they get the grip. That's what Spaces do before that music start playing. He take both his shoes, get that dust off of it, and he hit that flow. It's a wrap.
He can't wait to line dance. I mean, yeah.
It's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap with you.
Hands on your knees, hands on your knees.
They was asking about you at my wedding too, and all the video. Like, who is that dancing? Just dancing all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were asking about you too at mine too.
It was a Southern Snapper.
Southern Snapper.
Southern Snapper. But then Saturday I went to a bar crawl. I found it on just trying to find something to do, something cheap.
Yeah.
You know, to do. It started at about 6:45. Lasted until the fireworks went off downtown at the Navy Pier. So 6:45 to maybe 10:30. It was great. It was great. And that was my first time. I've been to Smith and Walensky, so I've seen the Riverwalk. Yeah. But I didn't know that the Riverwalk was an actual like source of entertainment. Yeah. Like a date night type of thing. Yeah. I didn't know there was a whole thing. Like, and it's a long strip. Yeah. So, man, the ambience was great. Could have used the jacket. Because it did get a little chilly,
a little nippy,
but you got used to it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was great. I might try to run it back.
Sure we can.
Later.
Sure we can. Probably do it tonight.
Nah.
You got
I'm in the process of I'm trying to work out like my next living situation. So
Okay,
I'm thinking
okay.
about
Say no more.
yeah. So I'm just trying to enjoy life without being a hermit, just
Okay.
staying in the house. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Will asked, "What's the worst wedding y'all been to?" I never been to a worst wedding. I could say it was.
Oh, I wouldn't say it was like niggas did get into it at a wedding. Not me, but yeah, that was the last wedding I went to back in 2021.
It's like fighting.
Yeah, it's finna turn up. Like it got kind of wild. We left. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's time to go.
All right, we finna go head on.
Yeah. What about you? Have you ever been to a bad wedding?
Nah, because I think I've been in my lifetime, I've been to 2, maybe 3 weddings that I can remember. That's it. And I think that's including my own.
I've been to a total maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, you look like a wedding dude. I don't know how they look, but you
I
just
was
look
say,
like
what do they look like?
You just look like one.
No, I've been about 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Okay.
It was a specific instance, not the whole wedding itself. They were introducing each group of people at the beginning of the wedding.
Oh,
Like,
as they came down on aisle?
As the ceremony was happening, instead of focusing on the bride and the groom, they were saying, "Oh, here are the groomsmen, and here are the bridesmaids. Here's the maid of honor. Here's the flower girl, the ring bearer." They announced that
Before
those
the
titles.
But that's when that's when like people try not to have a wedding planner, but you kind of need a wedding planner, somebody that can coordinate. Like I've learned that the hard way too with that too. You might need 2 people depending on how complex your shit is. I learned a lot of shit doing this shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm nervous.
Nervous,
even with the destination wedding that I'm gonna have, like
it's not gonna be that bad because you're gonna have people that's really there for you.
yeah.
So they're gonna really try their best to make everything work. When you have people that's here that is in the same city or something like that, they really don't get no fuck because they ain't have to travel that far. But when you have to spend money and go overseas to an island, motherfucker gonna really be there for you because you had to spend your money. When you had to spend your money, that's when motherfuckers really care.
Yeah. That's we said that last week. Like that's the first barrier. Like when it comes to having to spend money, people weed themselves out.
Yeah, for sure.
People be talking a good game. Don't even be there.
And then I don't want to put no money up.
I'm one of them people. If I say I'm gonna do it, if I say I'm gonna be there,
I'm there.
I'm there. Like that's what I said.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be like barring some extreme circumstances. Then what I'm saying, I still try to make an effort or something to let you know, hey. But if I said I'm gonna do it, I'm pretty much gonna do it, right? Because I'm one of those people. I'm gonna stick to my word as far as certain things.
And that's what I hate about. I ain't gonna say I hate about myself, but sometimes I make myself mad because I'm always trying to help. And I'm always letting myself out, and then when it's time to do it, what the fuck did I say I'm gonna do this shit for?
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting up here, I'm not pouting about it, but I'm sitting up here like, I shouldn't even never open my fucking mouth. I should shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. And now I'm doing something, but I still like doing it anyway, because I just love enjoying helping other people, so it don't matter anyway. But I always open my mouth and say I'm gonna help somebody or do this or do that, and then it come to it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? But I'm finna do it anyway, because that's what I said.
I've been there.
I said that out of my mouth, so I'm finna to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm one of those people. Like, you get a random call. Hey, man, you got it. I mean, yeah, I got it, but I'm just saying. Like, anyway, that's another story for another day.
Hey, boy, you know my rule really in effect now. After my wedding, whew, I still fuck with you, but when it come to money, I do not fuck with you. I love you to death, but when you start talking about money, you lose me. I just learned that. I've already knew that. But with my wedding, I'm for the really, really it's some people on that list now. It was already some people on that list, now there's some more people on that list. Like when it come to money, I got it, but you ain't getting it.
Okay. So,
it don't matter.
So, speaking of, I guess, not stupid people, but speaking of stupid people, TikTokers call for general strike on September 1st, but is it real? And this is coming from DexterTold.com. In recent clips taken over TikTok, many Americans have suggested going on general strike against a range of economic struggles, including overpriced rent, working conditions, and grocery costs. TikTokers are urging people to do all sorts of seemingly disjointed actions. Prospective participants are being asked not to pay their rent right away, not to buy anything, and to take off from work. According to their official page, the strike is not organized by one single organization like the 2023 WGA, whoever they are, and SAG-AFTRA strikes. I don't know what those are.
That's the writers people. They part of a union. That's the union they part of.
Okay. This movement is apparently comprised of a network of people committed to a general strike to radically change our country. Mm-hmm. One of the original TikTok clips came from user Queen Pettylex, who vented her frustrations about the current climate and the U.S. government. She wanted to suggest a strike could be the answer, and her clip blew up. Mm-hmm. She said, "Don't nobody show up to dang work." You know, she said, I don't curse, so. She yelled, "They can't fire everybody. Stop paying these dang bills. We can't afford to pay the mother effers anyway, so why the F are we paying them?" I can't even continue to read this. "The people need to wake up and realize we've got the power in our hands," she continued. "We'll shut this ish down." Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much it for there's a little bit more in the clip, but in the article. But what do y'all think?
I really don't be listening to no. First of all, I don't TikTok. Don't even have the app. So I'm not listening to TikTokers. That being said, I do think they have valid points. So I got internet. My internet, I just noticed like my shit just went up. You know, it's like $118 a month. Mm. I say, damn, like what y'all going up for? You providing the same fucking service that you've been providing, or like when the insurance go up. I didn't have no accidents. You see what I'm saying? I haven't been getting speeding tickets. You niggas want to go up and say, well, other people around or is inflation or whatever. You guys provide a certain fucking service. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, if the service is the same, you shouldn't really be going up on the price. That's bullshit to me. So, I kind of understand what they're coming from, but I'm not listening to no TikTokers either. So I'm not getting advice from people who do TikTok at all.
What you think?
Sometime I said this to the OG Tony who worked with us, right? I see why they hate young people. I promise you. I told him this the other day. I said I see why y'all dislike us. I see why y'all sometimes look at us and just want to slap the shit out of some of these motherfuckers sometimes, because they complain about every fucking thing. The price of everything is going to go up regardless. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not going to live like it was 1970s, 1985. This shit not going like, no. It just price you out of some things. Y'all know, and I talk about this all the time, I'm a Debbie cake eating motherfucker. You know y'all see me. I love, like, zebra cakes. The shits was $0.25, I was fucking with them. Shits went to motherfucking 50 cents, I was fucking with them. They was $2 for $1, I was fucking with them. They went up to $1.50, I said, hold up. Them shits is now, guess what they is? $2.19.
$2.
So ask me when the last time I had a zebra cake.
When the last time you had a zebra cake?
Motherfucker, it's been a minute, and they ain't gonna do it neither. Cause you gotta understand, it just price you out of some things. Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm not complaining.
I agree with that. I agree with that. What you're saying as far as it's going to price you out.
Yeah.
But I think also the problem is it's going to close down the industry.
Yeah.
Like we was talking about haircuts before. And how haircuts is, the price has risen throughout the years.
Yeah.
Eventually, motherfuckers is not going to be getting, you go, okay, it's $200 for a haircut.
No, you're not.
Okay, nigga, I'll learn how to do this myself. I'll go bald or I'll grow dreads or whatever the fuck, but I'm not finna get no $200 haircut.
Or you're going to get you some razors and start lining yourself up. And you're going to fuck yourself up a couple times, but you're going to get it and get the hang of it.
Another one, tacos. The little bitty ass tacos. Tacos used to be $150. Them bitches like $4.50 for the little taco.
$3.99.
Like, nigga, that's a scoop of meat.
I price you out.
That's a scoop of meat. Y'all niggas not putting nothing extra. What, cilantro and onions?
Yeah,
Nigga, how much is a little onion?
Yeah.
A little cilantro.
A little lime juice.
A little whatever they putting on there, and y'all want to charge this for 13 and some rice and beans.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, that's refried beans and a little rice that y'all done probably put some orange down that motherfucker. Stop playing with me, man.
Hey, look here.
High as hell. Look.
I'm with him. Dog, I don't give a fuck what you say.
Expensive ass tacos,
That's a
nigga.
fact. I stopped doing shit. I'm not like other people. Look, I don't wear Balenciaga. That's out my price range. I don't wear motherfucking Gucci. That's out my price range. I can't afford that. I can't afford it, but I'm just not buying it. I'm not paying them crackers for it. Sorry, excuse my French, but that's what I'm doing. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for a lot of things that I don't really wear. Now, you got a lot of people out here, and I learned this too from a wedding. Motherfuckers be talking about they got bread. They don't have no motherfucking money. Y'all need to quit letting these people fool y'all about how they got money. They do not have no fucking bread. Facts. Facts. Because motherfuckers who came to my wedding told me they had all type of, they don't got no money. They don't. I paid for it where I'm still out here Gucci. I'm not taking, I got to refurbish all my accounts and shit, but I'm still good. But motherfuckers out here do not have money like they say they do. They out here wearing fake everything. And y'all sitting up here letting them follow trends and follow doing what they doing. These Negroes do not have bread.
I feel like what?
I'm not talking about a particular person.
I know, but you said you feel like it's something that went on. Cause you boy.
No, but it's just like we be studying around here going by people study talking about they have money. No, you get price out of things and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Find your style, stick to it, and run with that. You don't have to be out here trying to get and do everything everybody else do. Like that TikToker. She probably out here trying to do all her price range and all her budget of what money she makes. And that's what happens. You study out here trying to buy all this name brand shit. You can buy name brand this and off brand this and put that shit together and you cool. But you have people steady want to spend all their money and do all this shit that you can't afford that. And that's all I'm saying. What she said was probably right and probably true. Shit is getting ridiculous and it is getting out of price range. But all it's doing is pricing me out. I'm cool with that. Price me out because I need to save my money anyway.
Off-brand something. My mama had bought it for me, boy. I don't know.
Price yourself out.
I kind of like it too.
He said a scoop of meat.
Hell yeah, a scoop of meat. They think they ass slick, man. Or look, the chicken wings, right? Them niggas not giving whole chicken wings.
Did I
how
say
you
that?
charging?
Did I say that?
How you charging that? Like my
I say
nigga,
that?
you're charging damn near $1.25, $1.50.
True.
No, I'm talking about like the slither of wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The flat or the drum.
Yeah. Because
Right?
they give you like, so because it'd be like they give you 6 wings and it's now $6.99. I mean it's $12.99. So it's like $2 a wing off.
My nigga, like how? Talking about party wings. Yeah. That's not no party, nigga. Like, the fuck? That shit ridiculous. That's why I don't, man, look, man, cook at home. I was able to get, from the local grocery store, black owned, called Living Fresh. They had some jerk chicken. Like, in the pack, though. They already seasoned it or whatever. I think it was like 12 in the pack. It was maybe $6, right? Threw them in the air fryer. Boy, them shits was bad. I had 12 chicken wings.
Right.
So really you had...
That shit probably would have cost me $24.
You had 24 wings.
Right, I had 24 wings,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah.
And I had the little back part, you know what I'm saying? The little
wing.
yeah.
Haitian.
Yeah.
Haitian.
Eat
The
that
Haitian
shit up.
came out
You know
your
what
little
I'm
bit. That's that
You
Haitian
eat
come
that
out
little,
of.
boy, you eat that part, that shit
That
good.
like
Boy,
5% Haitian. That 5% Haitian.
It might be. You
That
know what I'm
5%
saying?
Haitian came
Grandfather
out
from
you.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
you know what
that
I'm
5% Haitian
saying?
came out of.
But I ate, man, look, I ate good with rice. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, this is like a $2-3 meal. That same meal is gonna cost you out here in the streets. Yeah. So, you know, especially air fryer. My man been trying to put me on air fryer for years. I turned around, got one a year or two ago, but I ain't looked back. I can throw shit in the air fryer, go hop in the shower, and come out. I mean, when shit need to be cooked, it need to be cooked. Yeah. But I'm saying, as far as work, you throw that shit in the air fryer, boom.
How Rick Ross said, when I seen $1 million, it fucked up my life. When I see that air fryer, it fucked up my life.
Fucked up the game. I don't even use grease no more. That's how it fucked up the game.
Yeah. We finna go buy us a new one.
We getting healthy?
Yeah.
Look at me now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
Eating good over there. But it's just the simple fact of, like you say, and you think I was talking about a particular person, but me and my wife was talking about this. It's like we're sitting up here going, crazy over, people talking about they got money. No, it price you out of things. As you get older, you should realize these things. Should nobody have to tell you? As you get older, why are you still trying to follow trends and follow all the clothing trends? These niggas been rich forever, but you still trying to follow them. Ask what type of t-shirt this is. This is and I wish they do sponsor us, but I put Jerry Datum on these t-shirts. I found these on the internet. These bitches like $15 a piece. That's my price range. It's good, it's comfortable, it feels, I like the way it does. I'm not gonna put the name out there, but I order these. That's all I wear. Ask them in the summertime. Black and white I know that's all y'all saw me on this motherfucking podcast, but black and white t-shirts. I have some polo t-shirts. I wear them every so, on the pod, but I'm not buying shit and people price me out of shit. I'm not paying that money for that shit. That's all I'm saying. That's my conclusion to it. With that TikTok thing, it price you out of shit. That's okay. How long have I not had cable? Going on like 5-6 years. We stream everything. You know how much cable is with like just cable and internet?
You just said it's 118.
No, that's just internet.
For internet, that's what I mean.
That shit like
I'm finna go down on the speed, nigga. I said, well, I don't need 1,000. I don't need that.
Hey, come here, y'all. Hey, Space is gone. Don't tell him I did this shit neither, man. Because you know how he get. Like, nigga don't like me cussing, don't like me saying all that shit, He don't like none of that shit. The nigga going to church anyway, man. Tell that nigga to pray for me too. You feel me? While he there. But man, this conversation was going a little bit too long, so we had to break it up. But y'all come back for part 2 of the KNoWKi podcast, man. Thank y'all for listening. Meeting adjourned.